Hey, what up? It's your boy Dev. This is my first video for my channel, so what I was gonna talk about today was the fucking All-Star game. What in the hell was Dwight Howard and Blake Griffin doing on the three-point line? You're supposed to be at the All-Star game. The people vote you there because of your specific talents, and your talent is not shooting three-pointers, okay? Now, I give Blake Griffin credit because he made one, but as you can see, after he made it, he held his shoulder like he pulled a muscle or some shit. So, you should not be out there for one thing. Dwight Howard, I love you, man. You're like my favorite big man in the NBA. So, I wanted to see you down in the paint doing work, man. Your team wouldn't have been down so far if you weren't shooting them threes, because those were missed opportunities you could have had. So, just saying that. Another thing about the All-Star game, man, LeBron James, how in the hell, even though his team lost, how in the hell does he not win MVP? Because he brought his team back, put the team on his shoulders, a team of All-Stars that weren't doing jack, and he blamed himself. He said that it's his fault that his team lost. It's not his fault. Dwayne Wade would have made that shot down baseline. It would have been a whole nother story, and maybe the East would have won. So, LeBron James, man, I still love you. You're still my favorite player in the NBA. I'm looking forward to watching the Heat in the playoffs. Hopefully they go all the way. But, yeah, so the All-Star game, man, that was crazy. Couldn't believe it. Kevin Durant. I hate Kevin Durant. I don't know what it is about him. I just hate him to death. Like, I don't think he deserves to win MVP. I don't think he's that good. He had a lot of people, like Chris Paul, assisting him in that game, so he should not have won MVP at the All-Star game. And another thing, Kobe Bryant. I am so looking forward to this Saturday. Okay, when Kobe, LeBron, D-Wade all meet up, Andrew Bynum, all that. It's going to be a physical game. And, I'm excited for it. Like, what Dwayne Wade did to Kobe, broke his nose or some shit, whatever happened, caused him to bleed. That's going to be interesting to watch. Like, how physical these guys are going to play on each other. So, I'm looking forward to that. And, another thing I want to talk about is the Pistons, okay? Because, as you know, I live in Michigan, and I'm a diehard Piston fan. I thought they were going to be on a playoff run, When they lost to the Cavs, that really hurt them, I think. It really hurt me, too, as a fan. Like, I don't see how they let Cleveland back in that game. They should not have been in that game in the first place. And, Anton Jameson, that dude sucks. Flat out. All he did was jack threes, and I have no clue why. Like, he is not a three-point shooter. I don't care what you say. He got lucky. Okay, and Kyrie Irving, that was a bullshit call when Ben Wallace even pointed it out. He went up and then went back down and then shot it, and the rest didn't even call it. So, I don't know what that call was. Like, they should have called that shit, but, Ben Wallace was pissed. I'm surprised there wasn't, like, a Quicken Loan Center brawl, like the Palace brawl, And I was pissed about that, and, oh, man. Another thing, the Pistons, man, they just got killed by the Sixers. They should not have been beat that bad, And Austin Day, I think he deserves to get more playing time. That Vernon Macklin dude sucks. He needs to get dropped from the team, cut from the team. That was a wasted draft pick this season. Jonas Jerebko, beast already, Great back-to-the-basket player, We're not back to the basket player, he does some crazy shots. He plays with a reckless abandon, which I love about him, that's D-Town basketball all the way. Greg Monroe, that dude, he's got potential. I could see him being an all-star in a few years. Brandon Knight, I'm glad we got him. Stuckey's amazing. Ben Gordon, man, he was on a roll. Like, he was on a good streak, and now he's just sucking again, and I think we should trade him. I think he could still be valuable in a trade offer. Charlie Villanueva, when he gets back, he needs to get just thrown out of the league. He's the worst player ever. I swear. Like, I used to be a fan of him, like, 3 years ago, but he hasn't done shit. You know, take him out. Get him out of there. You know, Will Bynum, same thing. 3 years ago was a good player. He sucks now. Like, all these guys, they're just not the same anymore. Like, the same old Pistons team I love. You know, Austin Day, he ain't the same, but I think that's because of reduced minutes. You know, you give him more minutes, he's going to be a beast out there, you know. Tayshaun Prince, the guy is supposed to be a leader, he's lost a step or two. You can totally tell. NBA 2K13, he's going to probably be like a 71 overall, honestly. He ain't the same player as he used to be. You know, our coach, Lawrence Frank, dude is pretty good, man. He's got us playing defense again, but he needs to get his team more like playing as a team and not so much doing their own thing, which I see a lot happening. You know, when we beat the Celtics in at home and at Boston, we were playing good as a team. You know, San Antonio, Ben Wallace hit that 3. That was amazing. I think we should have won that game for sure. You know, another thing, what else? What was I gonna say? Man, I totally forgot. Oh, well, I'm just gonna talk about something else now. The Pistons, enough with them. We know they're not gonna make the playoffs this year. This Kemba Walker dude from the Charlotte Bobcats, guy is so overrated. He is not a good player at all. Like, I don't see him bringing his team back or being a leader. He's not good in assists. Like, if you look at his assist numbers, they're very low. I think he's a ball hog. I think he honestly is the next Tracy McGrady, to be honest, which that's not a bad thing. But, you know, he don't share the ball enough, which I think he needs to do. And his team might be not the worst team in the league, which they are right now. So, you know, another thing like that. And John Wall, amazing player on a bad team. You know, I think when his contract is up, he ain't even going to re-sign. I think he's going to be out, and he's going to want out because that team is terrible. They're not surrounding him with any talent. That JaVale McGee dude, he sucks flat out. I mean, he's got length, which is good, but I was watching this game. I can't remember who they were playing, but he thought, when he ran all the way to the other side of the court when they're down there trying to score, and everyone's looking at him like, dude, what are you doing? And he came back like, my bad. You know, got the ball, and he just bricked it, so, you know, he sucks, in my opinion. Another team, you know, I don't really know anymore. I am not really watching any other teams, which I should. I think I'm going to tonight, see who's playing. But, you know, anyways, that was my first video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Alright, peace.